Hey guys, how you doing out there? It's Kenshin, and I've been playing through and loving The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and I just want to show you guys a quick glitch, fun little exploit that I found. Just something that isn't going to affect the game or affect your experience, but something that is fun to mess with nonetheless. I'm not sure if you could recreate this in other areas, but this is an out-of-bounds World's End glitch. As you know, there's, in the world you're in here, it has certain barriers that you can't cross, and Geralt will be like, oh, I'm too old for this voyage, and it'll pull up the map and ask you where you want to fast travel to and so on, or you can say no and it'll place you back beyond that certain barrier. I found a way to get beyond that. It requires a little bit of luck and persistence, but I'm over here at the destroyed bastion in Velen in the No Man's Land area, and I recommend using Roach to do this, although I don't know if it's required. And I also don't know if casting Axe Eye on him is either. But basically, once you do this, you could get beyond the world's borders and have a little fun and see what's out there.
Could use a portal about now.
Basically what happens is, you get beyond the border, and it says, oh, turn back, and it gives you the map screen. And then when it places you back within the world, it places you beyond the border trigger. You gotta just get lucky with it. So I'm going to be trying it for a few times, and when I get to work, I'll come back and I'll edit that part in. Right now, this is just me trying to make it happen. I'm not sure if you need to be on Roach, but I think it helps if you are, because Roach will disappear and leave you there, and you'll keep falling and eventually pass the world border.
Time to move on. Turn back or go forth?
Let's see if we can't do it. Here we go. There it is. Now we've passed the World's End border. That's it up there. Wherever those cliffs are, that's where the world technically ends as far as the game is concerned. The rest of this is all, you know, pretty stuff. Stuff that's there to look nice. It's, what's funny is that this doesn't look like it did last time when I played. Maybe that's because usually I get the drop off right around somewhere here. That's what I'm wrong. But basically, yeah, all this stuff is just aesthetic. It's not actually meant to be playable. This is just here to give the illusion of a bigger world than there may be. I mean, the world is massive, don't get me wrong. But now this area here, as you can see, we are off the general border of where we should be able to go. And now we can actually call Roach, and Roach will come and help us, to help us get around quicker, which we'll want to do, because, as I'll show you, there are still world end triggers here, and it'll still show you, but if you're careful, you can avoid them, because it'll say you're reaching the world's end, turn back, and you can get around that if you're slow and careful about it. Because right now where we are is not intended gameplay area, it's merely just meant to be there to be playable. Now, if you even look over here, you can see an area that was modeled in here.
Hey there.
Appears like a quarry of some sorts. You know, it's hard to say what it is, you know. But it was clearly, you know, like sort of a blasted heath, valley area. And you can get here by just going down through there and trying to be persistent and letting it happen to where it cuts off the trigger for the world end. And now, this isn't the weirdest part. I'm not going to show you everything there is out here because, quite honestly, I just discovered this and I'm not sure of the necessary borders. But what I do know is that if you don't hit a world end border trigger, you will hit the actual end of the physical modeled world. Roach will even react to it when you get there. Because there's a certain border. Right here is that border. Right around here is that border. Everything there was solid land behind us, but what's ahead here is actually entirely aesthetic. While this area was just meant to be aesthetic, it was physically created. Beyond where we are right now, that ground is not real, as is anything beyond it, and I just got texted, that's what that vibration was. So nothing beyond this area is actually technically real. You'll see what I mean, and quite possibly what's the weirdest part of this. Not weird because a lot of devs do this, but it's still weird to uncover. Roach is refusing to go forward, which means there's a drop there. But we're going to make him go anyways.
Come on.
And we're going to learn what the devs hide in this area here. That's right. Beneath the world of The Witcher 3 is quite possibly the world's largest swimming pool. And basically from what we can infer is that beneath the entire world in the game is an invisible body of water. And when they want to create rivers, oceans, lakes, whatever in the game, all they gotta do is tear up part of the physical land and allow the water to be in there, similar to the CryEngine in a way. Now, as far as I know, this water goes on forever. You know, I've not spent the time testing this, but I recommend that if you're interested in this, you should, since it's something we can get to. This is patch 1.03, and it's just something interesting. You know, it's not going to help you in the game. It's no exploit. It's not like the infinite money via cows glitch. But, you know, it's still something that's kind of neat and interesting regardless. Yeah, work it, Geralt. Those fart bubbles coming out your ass. I'm not very far in the game, mainly because I've just been spending so much time with side quests and riding around and finding interesting things. But what is interesting is that this area does have a clear bottom, and we've reached it. They did model a bottom for the water. But as for a horizontal border, that I'm not sure of. But yeah, the invisible body of water beneath the land and the trees and everything else in the world is here. And you could probably keep on going for eternity like this. I'm not sure how far out it goes until you really glitch out the game. We can try and call Roach? No, because Geralt can't call him in water. But I mean, yeah. This is out there, so if you're wondering what exists outside of the borders of Witcher 3's world, it's a endless void of nothingness until you fall into Nilfgaard's biggest swimming pool. It's pretty crazy, but it's neat. I like it that you could get to it. I've probably on accident. CD Projekt Red, don't find this and patch it out, because I actually really like this, that you could sort of fuck with the game like that and sort of see what lies beyond and some of the work that was done, because it does show that they did do some work to actually create a world that you wouldn't be able to go to but see in order to, you know, make things appear so massive. But yeah, in the black water pool, right? Alright folks, well, go ahead and try this out for yourself. Let me know if you can't get it to work in other places and if you've discovered anything else while doing this. I just wanted to make you all aware of this. Alright, well, thanks for coming out, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.